So you got the little box here, the retro box for the Air Force One. Just do it. No gray box with the 1982. This is the Air Force One Low Retro, and it's the color of the month, which celebrates Baltimore's influence on the legacy of the Air Force One sneaker. So this is white, pink, gum. Is that right? Yeah, white, pink, gum yellow. I don't know why I had so many problems reading that, man. DM0576-101 is the style code. The shoe costs $150, and that bump up in price. And I don't know who C. Hopkins is. Somebody in the comments tell me who that is. A portion of your purchase supports youth community programs. I'll look it up and see if I can find some research. But you open it up, and easily, one of the coolest Air Force Ones you'll see is this retro, more premium version. But if you watch Rose Anvil, then you remember, I'm going to pull this out and sit it down so you can keep an eye on it. You saw that video, and he talked about the fact that the material on the premium one color of the month version of the shoes was not that great. It was not that great. But sometimes we're looking at heritage, man. And check that out. A shoe so revolutionary, the world has never been the same since 1982. And Piva sock liner foam, Nike Air cup sole, concentric circle outsole, full grain leather upper. And now that full grain leather upper has been debunked, which is kind of what people do. And you know that it comes with this toothbrush, and since 1982, for you to clean your shoe. Now, if I see somebody walking around with that on, I'm not going to say anything because dudes are young and they have guns, and I'm not that gangster to be walking around with the gun on me at all times. So you can't really laugh at a kid because they're rocking these joints with the shoe, with the toothbrush on it. But if people are wearing it like that, man, it's going to be a weird thing to see. I would hope people take the thing off. Now, I want to look at this shoe close up because that leather has some of the qualities where you see this kind of printed texture on the shoe. When I touch it, you get a flex underneath, but you also get a little bit of an air pocket, which tells you that it's still coated with plastic. Now, at the heel, though, this leather here is actually better, even though that's the heel counter that's making it stiff. But you can really see the flex of the leather when I touch it on the back of the shoe. And I want to touch it on the front here and see if you can see that nice wrinkle where the top isn't as coated. Actually, let me do that again and see if I see any separation. No, there's not a lot of separation in those bubbles underneath, but that's going to crease super bad as soon as you walk in them. Now, this material on the side is much better. This material is better than here. This is better. Both of these sections are better. The swoosh is decent. The heel is good. That embroidered Nike Air, perfect, and looks exactly like it did in the 80s. I love that. Now, on the sides, you can see some separation in the shoe, but that embroidered swoosh at the toe, the tongue, which features the anniversary edition on it, excellent. On the interior, on the inside, you got the Nike Air on the pink footbed, and then that gum outsole. But let's get to the size. I want to turn this around because all of that stuff that's hanging from it, you know, I think it makes for a cool kind of image for you to look at as I read this information here. And that's not going to stay, of course. But the size label, small code is VF. That's made in Vietnam. The dates of production are 11/03/21 to 01/25/22. And that's it. Gave you guys all of the small details. You have a really nice look at the model. At $150, kind of pricey. It's sitting for a minute. But I have a feeling that these Air Force Ones are going to, it's a lot of little glue defects here. You know, a lot of little glue defects around the edge. But that's one of those things where the shoes have been sitting in port for so long, you're just going to get that kind of separation on some of these midsoles. But it is a much better quality version than and this is one of those things where you can see here where this thing is picking up dirt quickly, or it's picking up wrinkles quickly. So you got a lot of separation in there. It is a much softer leather, so the break-in is going to be faster on this shoe. But man, I'm not certain if we want to say that it's more premium or simply that the leather is softer. But it is definitely a bigger, a thicker cut around the edges of it. That's it. Too much talking. See you guys on the next one. Wrap this video up on the white and pink color of the month, Air Force One. Peace.